and welcome to A Life Full of Meaning. My name is Lisa and this is Glenn, and together we sold a house, we got rid of all of our stuff and we moved onto a narrowboat called Nutshell. Before we update you on preparations to leave, let's show you how the week
unfolded.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to Sunday. I'm going to go and meet Mr. Warner in the car park and then we're going to go for a stroll around Willen Lake because it is a beautiful day. There's a squirrel up there having a face-off with some birds.
Which way do you want to walk?
They do pizzas in that van and we saw them cooking them. They look amazing. We didn't get one, but we did get a couple of squares of shortbread to go with this tea. So, going to find a bench, plot ourselves up, watch the world go by.
So I'm in my little workshop. I've just picked up a load of CB stuff. I'm just going through it, see what works, what don't work, check it, refurb it.
Under the use what we've got challenge, we must have about 4 different jams. And I came across this half empty or half full, depending on the way you look at it, apricot jam. So I've just googled recipes using apricot jam and I've come up with one and I'm going to make it. So this is the recipe, apricot jam slices. I'm going to get my mixer out for this. I mean business. I'm going to whiz it all up in there, then super quick and easy. This is what I want to stop, having like multiple packets and jars of things. So it's good to use some of them up. Right, so in there, butter, sugar and a little bit of almond extract. I'm going to fold in some plain flour, some ground almonds and a teaspoon of baking powder. I have to put half the mixture on the bottom, dollop on some jam and then put some more mixture on top. Right, I followed the recipe. It said to drop the rest of the dough on top. This is going in for 20 minutes. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going to get dinner on the go, but to start off with, I thought we could have some of the soup that I made the other day. So we're going to have this now and then dinner a little bit later. Oh, that's our cake. That looks a bit interesting. We'll definitely let that one cool down before we cut into it. Glenn, what are you watching?
So we're looking for maximum audio, recovered audio on that.
Oh, there you go, look. Little squiggly line. You know what I need?
Magnifying glass.
Oscilloscope.
A oscilloscope?
Oscilloscope.
Is that like a stethoscope?
No, it's like one of these. It measures frequency and radio waves.
Maybe if you're good, you might get one for Christmas.
No, don't buy me one of those. I ain't got room for it.
Glenn's down the back end of the boat talking on this CB. I've just listened to the news. They're saying that it might be 3 families. 3 families at Christmas is going to be tough for us to work with. 3 separate households. I mean, there's my mum, there's Glenn's mum, there's Glenn's sister, there's us. That's 4 before we start. I'm not thinking about it until we've got solid news. This is tasting rather lovely. Perfect with a cup of tea. It's like really buttery and almondy. I think Glenn's going to like this. What are you doing down here, Mr. Warner?
I'm a mess. Testing all the bits I've just picked up just to see if they work and what works, what don't work. Oh.
It's almost time for bed. I have been working this evening on a Sunday night. I normally don't get my laptop out at night because I end up spending hours on it. Let me show you what I've been doing. I've made a really simple 1-page website. I've created the Twitter account and I've created the Facebook page. I've also got all the questions that are going to be in the pack together on a document and I'm going to go through them tomorrow with Tara. I am going to get up early tomorrow. How many times did I say that last week, Glenn? Every day I said, I am going to get up early. But no, seriously, I am going to get up early tomorrow. Going to have a quick cup of tea with Mr. Warner. And then I'm going to be heading to bed.
What a start to the morning. We were both in bed.
I thought it was my alarm and then realised the phone was ringing. So basically it was the DPD man dropping off our HelloFresh and so he left it by the gate. And it's freezing outside.
It is really frosty. On HelloFresh you can sort of upgrade some meals. They do some special ones, and I think, because I ordered this a good couple of weeks ago, I think I added a special meal to this one, but I can't actually remember what I ordered. So let's have a look. Mexican style beef loaded wedges. This is one of the special ones. Tandoori style chicken naan with sweet chili sauce, lettuce, tomato and pickled onion. Yakitori chicken skewer rice bowl. Oh, look at that. Caramelised onion sausage tray bake. And fragrant curry. Oh, I'm looking forward to all of those. I better get these unpacked.
Mrs. Warner.
Yes.
Do not let it go out.
Okay.
Very cold outside.
It is. Okay. My quest for today, to keep the home fires burning. What are you off to today?
I've got dispatches to do. My plan is to go to work today, go and do deliveries Wednesday. So we were proper frosted up this morning. Let's get the heating on. That's done. My hands are bloody freezing. So, welcome to the office, Monday morning. I've got some dispatches to do today, so I'm just packing them up. Right, that's that one done. Package arrived at work, no idea what it is. Let's have a little look. See these. As if I haven't got enough. These microphones, just more bits and bobs.
I'm speaking to Tara in about 5 minutes, going to show her all the stuff I've done over the weekend, and we're going to pick the final questions for the content in the pack. In that time, rather than just sitting staring at my computer, I'm going to have a tidy up. That's looking a little bit better. I haven't done the washing up yet because we're low on water and I need to fill up, but I'll do that after I've spoken to Tara. This plant, I'm giving it a week in a new position. I've cut it all back. Everything died off, so I'm giving it a week in this sunny spot, and if it doesn't come back to life, I'm going to have to say goodbye to that one. I'm not sure what to do with that. Could have someone's eye out, that could. So I will go through those questions and then send that document over to you.
So I'll have a check of that once you send it over.
Yeah.
And then when I'm happy with it as well, shall I put it to someone on Fiverr?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
It's me done today. Yeah, I haven't really done much. I stripped Harry's quad down, sent some dispatches out. I've just had a phone call and a message from Juliane, a bit urgent, obviously being so cold. She's off grid mooring, and her engine overheated yesterday and it won't start today, so I'm going to go and have a quick look for her on the way home. So I'm at Juliane's boat. I don't know if you can see under there, it's so dark in here. Anyway, the fan belt's gone, so I'm just going to fit her a new one. So we're all done. It's running a lot better. So basically this is the culprit. Snapped fan belt. It's quite common in narrowboats because the alternators, there's only one alternator on this boat, so it's working really hard all the time to charge 3 leisure batteries and a starter battery. Anyway, it's all done. It's running much better. It needs to run for a while and hopefully be all good.
Well, I have just got in after a walk around Willen Lake. It was absolutely beautiful, and do you know what? Someone has been leaving little notes of positive encouragement on benches and lampposts.
Is that you, Mrs. Warner?
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me, I promise. Gonna keep my ears tuned to the radio later because Boris Johnson is announcing his plans for releasing us from lockdown.
Yakitori chicken skewer rice bowl.
That looks good, doesn't it? Let's see if I can recreate that. with pickled radishes, mange tout and sesame mayo. Oh, if it looks half as good as that, I'm going to be well chuffed. This recipe actually has quite a lot of ingredients. Right, to make the pickled radishes, as if this doesn't get any easier, there's rice wine vinegar in there and half a teaspoon of sugar, and then you just add the radishes. You give it a good mix and then just set it aside. Right, in here we've got soy sauce, honey and miso paste. It's not looking that appetising. But anyway, what we got to do, we got to mix it and then transfer half of it into a mug and set aside. To be honest, this one has been, let's not say tricky, but there's been a lot of elements to it. I hope it tastes good.
Latest COVID press conference, cavalry coming over the brow of the hill, but they're not here yet. And that is why when we come out of lockdown next week, we must not just throw away the gains we've all made. The promise of the vaccines is fulfilled. We do have something to work for, a timescale, a goal around which we can all, businesses can begin tentatively to plan.
This dinner has felt like a marathon. Right, let's get it dished up. Right, here we go. This better be a taste sensation. It was supposed to take 40 minutes to cook. I'm sure I've been in here an hour. It was very tasty. It was a lot of effort though.
Basically, I've got a few rigs in to fix, and it's mainly microphone issues actually. And basically there's this chart which is all the different wiring diagrams and all the different mics. These are not even all of them, there's lots more than this. All the wires do different things and you just solder them to each leg, but the different microphones have different wiring diagrams, which is it's not very useful. And this one's not on that list, so I have to sort of take a bit of a gamble with it and see how I get on. So anyway, I'll play about with it and see how we go. I've got my soldering iron on.
Spoke to Ryan earlier today and he was so chuffed with all his birthday messages from all around the world. Hey darling, did you have a good birthday? Did you see all the comments, my darling, from around the world?
Thank you for all my birthday messages.
Oh, it really did make his day very special. I am off to bed now. What's the time? Oh, it feels like it's practically midnight. It's just gone 10. But anyway, I'm heading to bed and I'm going to see if I can get in a couple of pages of my book before I fall asleep. Good morning and welcome to Tuesday. My getting up early, well, that went out the window this morning. I have had the most luxurious lay-in today. It's almost 10 o'clock. I mean, I have been up for a bit and started video editing, but really, I just was like, no, not getting up today. Mr. Warner, well, I asked him to build a shelf in the wardrobe. And he said yes, so that's Mr. Warner's mission for today. But first there will be tea or coffee and maybe a bacon wrap. I've assigned that plant out to the front. It just really wasn't thriving in here. I think it was just too hot. I keep moving around every day. I'm trying to get it to grow straight. This plant honestly is growing every single day.
So basically at the moment I'm just emptying it. Then I'm going to stop to have a cup of tea. And then work out in my head how it's all going to happen. We've got a top panel which we use all the time.
Yeah.
Bring it down to about here and put a shelf in so that we can put all our hats and that out of the way. So what I want to do is take everything out the bottom, which is a bit of a shoe mess. Yeah. And raise the floor up a little bit because we do get a bit of damp in there if there's too much stuff in there. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be a day project.
Is it? By the end of today?
By then it should be done. The other one's nearly empty as well.
Is it?
It don't weigh very much.
Glenn's going to get a new gas bottle and take the recycling. It's an ideal time for me to deadhead the flowers.
Dead stuff.
Mr. Warner's disappearing in there. Oh, it's cold out there. It's just gone 3 o'clock.
This is one that needs to go out for a walk before it gets dark.
Yeah. Mr. Warner
I'm deep.
is deep in the wardrobe. He's like looking for Narnia in there. Anyway, I'm going to leave Mr. Warner this camera just in case like he wants to capture the brilliance of his craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Got my headphones, going to listen to a podcast and come back revitalised. Yesterday on my walk I finished listening to Untamed. Oh, I love this book so much. Anyway, let me find something new to listen to.
Oh, just over there there's a mermation of birds. I don't know if you can spot them. Oh wow, let's try and get closer. Oh man, they look so gorgeous against this pink sky. Oh my goodness, the light is just stunning.
So I painted in here to make it a little bit brighter because the wardrobe was a little bit dark. Not loving the paint job because the paint was some old paint and it didn't go on very well, but I've tidied it up. Box the pipes in, also put the wires in up there because they were just loose as well, and put a strip around the top. See, this is what happens when Mrs. Warner says, oh, just do that cupboard, put those shelves in. So I'll try and use all the wood that I've got, and I've made a right flipping mess again down the bottom of the boat. It's never going to be tidy.
I think I left my walk a little bit late. It actually looks quite light on the camera, but it's dark. It's dark. I wonder how Glenn's got on with the wardrobe. Nicely painted, Mr. Warner.
I'm very happy with it, to be fair. But what I'm doing in the bottom is I'm building this grid
Oh yeah,
to put the stuff on so
it's off the ground,
It's
a
off
bit
the
of air
ground.
circulation.
Now I'm going to do the shelf.
Right, Mr. Warner is compiling our shelf for the wardrobe. So everything Glenn's doing is using up wood that we've got in the boat. It's Tuesday night tonight, you know what that is. It's the Bake Off final. It makes me happy. Do you know what also makes me happy? Boats around the marina are getting their Christmas decorations up. And can you see that through that window? Our neighbour has theirs up and they're just beautiful. Beautiful colours. So that makes me happy too. This is what we've got for dinner tonight.
Vented shelf with reinforcements. The next question
Is, will it fit?
will it fit? Nothing square in a boat.
No. There we go. Nicely done, Mr. Warner. So dinner's almost done, just got to make the sauce. Well, this ain't looking too bad, is it? I added an extra onion because the one they'd given us was tiny. So, but it's just made loads. And the gravy's not looking too bad either. It's almost time for Bake Off. Here we go.
12.
Well, Bake Off's finished for another year and it may be 9 o'clock at night, but guess what I'm doing? Making flapjack. Yes, we had nothing to go with a cup of tea and we felt we needed to celebrate the Bake Off final. Good morning and welcome to Wednesday. Guess what we're doing today?
Normal Wednesday.
Yeah, normal Wednesday. Do you know, I feel joy in a normal Wednesday now because after things not being normal for so long, the fact that you're delivering flowers and I'm going to go and see my mum, it just feels like normal. Do you know what I mean?
Bit of normal.
Not something I usually like, but I'm up for it today. My car looks like it's been abandoned. I'll give that another go. I'd like to say that was slightly better, but I'm not sure it is. Anyway, here at Mum's now. Let's go and have a cup of coffee. Hi, Mum.
So I'm just out delivering today. God knows what's happened to the weather. It is awful out here. It's absolutely tipping down with rain. I've I've done a couple of deliveries already this morning. I'm just going back to the shop to get some more.
So just been talking Christmas decorations with Mum. She's bought a new tree and we're just deciding where it should go. 3.5 green pre-lit.
As big as me, isn't it?
Are you ready for this? Right, it's looking a bit sorry for itself right now. Let's see if we can transform it. If you're watching overseas and you're thinking, why are they putting up the Christmas tree so early? Well, it's a thing. People have been putting their Christmas trees up early because of lockdown and because it's so bloody awful. I'm resisting because I usually don't put ours up till quite late in the day anyway. But I think I'm going to put ours up on the 1st of December, which is incredibly early for me. I mean, Christmas lights just make everybody feel better. This is it now, we're in business. Mum's got the decks out. I just said to Mum, we need Christmas music. She sprung into action with the remote control. So, me and Mum, we've gone all Blue Peter. There's a bit of tinsel and I've tied some baubles to it. Look at that. It's beautiful. Right. Senior citizens, fish and chips, twice, coming up. Get these fish and chips out. Wow, that's a feast.
Just on my way back to Willen, that'll be the last one today.
Right, just leaving Mum's, got to go and pick Glenn up now.
Just coming through Northampton, and Northampton's got a new addition to its shopping delivery options.
Northampton's got the robots.
It's got the robots, you can see it just there.
Glenn's got a squeaky wheel. What you got there?
A new solar panel controller.
Oh.
That's a serious bit of kit.
Are you feeling pleased with your purchase?
Yeah, I think so. It was over 100 quid, but it was second hand, but it was never been installed.
Talking about being pleased with things, Mr. Warner, come take a seat. Do you remember last year you bought me a lovely advent calendar? Yeah, I brought you one.
How does it make a radio?
Yeah.
Cool.
You get a part every day.
Build a working FM radio in 24 steps. Cool, thanks honey.
You're welcome. Just unpacking the box that my mum sent me home with. My mum's on a cake making mission and I don't want to deter her, it's keeping her busy. So she sent me back with not one, that one's a whopper, not two, but 3 lovely fruitcakes. So that should keep us going for, I don't know, at least a couple of days. Yeah. What is for dinner this evening? We have a choice of Mexican style wedges, tandoori style chicken naan, or fragrant curry. What do you fancy, Mr. Warner?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Step 1, put the potato wedges in the oven. Right, I've chopped up the yellow pepper. I had an extra one in the fridge, so we've got double bubble when it comes to yellow pepper. I've grated the carrot, grated the garlic. Right, so we got the beef, the peppers, the carrot, the Mexican spice, the garlic. Right, tomato, stock powder and water. I'm making additions to this recipe. I've got some wraps that I'm just frying up to make our own tortilla chips. Blinking heck, this has made a mountain. This could easily feed 4 people. Are you ready for this, Mr. Warner? It's a frosty day out there. No wonder it was so bloody cold this morning. That's never a good start to the day. Let's get some coal in. Hello, good morning and welcome to Thursday. A beautiful, sunny but frosty day out there. Firstly, want to say happy Thanksgiving to all our viewers and friends in America. What is going on today, I hear you ask? Well, do you remember we said we are not going to Northampton every day this week?
No, I wasn't. And And I haven't been, to be honest with you. I didn't go Tuesday.
He was going to go tomorrow, but he's going today instead. Because tomorrow we are interviewing Trev from Trev's Travels by Narrowboat for our first podcast episode. And we're going to live stream it as well. I need to check out the technology of that today. So I'm working at the boat all day. I'm going to do some washing. It's piling up. I need to make use of that tumble dryer while we're still plugged into the electric. I'm going to go for a walk this afternoon. And yeah, that's about it really. Not very exciting, but there is exciting stuff happening today. Well, I say exciting. The government are announcing what tier everybody's going to go into from the 2nd.
Looking a bit doubtful for Milton Keynes.
I think they're just going to stick everyone in a real high tier. So it'll just be like lockdown, but different.
We'll all be tiered up.
Yeah, we will definitely be keeping an ear out for that. Also, actually, I didn't think I had a lot to tell you, but now I've got quite a lot. I decided, this could all end badly. I decided that I was going to make some special people in my life a special present. Yeah, we know how good I am at crafts. I saw a YouTube video of a macrame angel and it was beautiful. I watched the video and I was like, oh, I couldn't do that. So I only went and bought all the stuff. I literally went onto eBay and I was like, 3mm string, buy. 5mm string, buy. Wooden rings, buy. Fabric stiffening spray, buy. Beads, buy. I bought it all. I spent bloody fortune. It could be shocking. It could be shocking, but I really, really, really would like to make something lovely for special people. Are you laughing at my...
I'm sure they'd be thrilled. Just turn the radio off. So a couple of things today. My crimpers have come for me to do my solar panels, but the wire still hasn't come, so I've chased that. CB radio, I don't know if you can see that. The covers on these radios tend to be a little bit rusty because of the nature of what they've been doing. So I've used a hammerite paint to smarten it up a little bit. I think it looks alright. So that one will be going on eBay tonight. It's got a brand new lead. The other things I've been doing since I've been here, giving my back mudguard a quick spray of white paint. Also the inner mudguard was a little bit rusty, so I've just cleaned that up and given that a little splash of hammerite just to clean it up a bit. Reassembled the back number plate. All this has been painted, this was all rusty. So I'm hoping to have this all back together before the end of this year. Well, actually in the next couple of weeks. Have a little go down the road, see what it goes like on a nice day, obviously.
Okay, government announcing of the tiers, not the tiers, but the tiers. It looks like most places are going to be in tier 2, where the rule of 6 applies outdoors, but no households mixing anywhere indoors. Anyway, other good news, hairdressers are open and I've got myself an appointment. Right, I am going to try some new software now, which I want to use when I interview Trev tomorrow for the new podcast. So I'm going to give that a go. I don't really know what I'm doing, darling.
It's not ideal.
No, it's not, is it? Okay, I've got a different button. Can you ignore that button I sent you?
Yeah.
I'm going to send you another button, all right?
Accessing your camera.
Okay, it needs to access your camera and your sound.
Yeah.
The one thing we do know is it works, so it'll work, hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow for when I interview Trev. So, good stuff. I'm taking a rest from my computer now. I'm going to get my boots on, put my headphones on, go for a walk around the lake. There's a lot of crane action out there today. And I think that's a new one going up. Mr. Warner, tonight for dinner we have fragrant curry. Let's start cooking. Not a huge lot of ingredients on this one. 5 minutes from being done. And guess what? Gas has run out. Mr. Warner got a new bottle the other day and he said the other one felt like it was almost empty. That's Mr. Warner swapping the gas over.
We can get another one tomorrow. It's cold out there. Dinner's almost ready. It smells good. Wow, it's a foggy one today.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Friday. Exciting day today. First episode of the podcast being recorded. So I have got to go and get in the shower, do my hair, because we are broadcasting across loads of platforms. Slightly terrifying. Mr. Warner, what are you up to today?
Keeping by the fire.
It's a bit cold out there, isn't it?
Yeah. I've got to, basically I've got to go and get rid of the old fridge into the back of Anita's van because we need it out of the way really, because I need to get some jobs done this weekend, fit that battery that's down there in the box. We'll get some coal as well because that whole scoop you put in there yesterday's gone.
No way!
Yeah, it's gone. It's empty.
Glenn has got the glamorous job of emptying the toilet cassette. I'm walking the rubbish round. Then I'm going to come back and set up ready for interviewing Trev for the podcast.
Mr. Warner's decided to walk along the pontoon because it was easier to pull that. There seems to be a bit more crane action going on the ground level over there, but you can't even see where the cranes are. Morning from a very cold and foggy Campbell Wharf Marina in Milton Keynes. I am delighted that we have with us Trevor from Trev's Travels by Narrowboat, and this is going to be a completely unscripted conversation. Hello Trev, and thank you so much for being my very first podcast guest.
Thank you for asking me, Lisa and Glenn.
Oh, that's the live stream done and the interview with Trev. I will put the link to Trev's videos in the comments below. I'm going to go for a walk now. Mr. Warner, do you fancy coming with me? No.
Got too many things to do.
He's got too many things to do. He's too busy. Anyway, I'm off for a walk. I'll take you with me and leave Mr. Warner a camera.
The fog's clearing now. I'm not sure the sun's going to get to break through before it gets dark though. You can just make out the light pyramid on top of the hill there. That's where I'm going to walk to. I made it to the top of the hill. Oh. Let's see what we can see. Not a lot is the answer.
So Mrs. Warner's gone out for a walk. She said to me before she left, oh, can you put the washing machine on anyway? Below the washing machine. I haven't cleaned the bottom of the boat in that area yet, and I've just had a look and it's really bad. That is just all muck that I've swept out. Basically what I need to do is I need to take this washing machine out of here. I'm not going to do it today obviously, and I need to treat all the way down. Get it cleaned out as best as I can today, just so I know I've started on it. And I haven't put the washing machine on yet because I'm just working right next to it, so I'll quickly do this, get it on before Mrs. Warner comes back.
I'm going to miss this part when we move. I don't know if you can see, but a big bit of crane being lowered down there. Let's go take a closer look. Spot it, it's that one over there they're dismantling. See what Mr. Warner's been up to.
So I've had a little tidy up today. I've still got a lot of stuff here, but a lot of this stuff's going to be going to the office or it's going to be sold, so it'll all go. Those cupboards do get on my nerves. You have to take the fronts off to get to the washing machine, so I want to come up with some system that's a little bit better than that. I'm going to take all that stuff out to put our generator in. I'll redo all that.
Right, it is dinner time. I've been looking forward to this dinner all week. I have really saved the best till last. It's this one. Tandoori style chicken naan with sweet chilli sauce, lettuce, tomato and pickled onion. Oh, loads of ingredients. I know I'm not really volunteering with Milton Keynes Community Boat anymore, but I sort of help them out with their monthly newsletter. So I've been doing that for the last hour or so. It's almost done. So just waiting to hear whether that can be sent out. And while I'm waiting, I'll get dinner going. This don't look bad at all, Mr. Warner.
No.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Saturday. What's going on today? Well, not a lot, because there's not a lot to do. Glenn's gone to the office. I'm just sort of slouching around in my PJs. I might have a shower at some point, but yeah, other than that, not a lot going on.
So it's Saturday morning. Oh, it's not that early, it's 10 o'clock. It's horrible outside, the weather's miserable. Anyway, I've got to nip to the office to pick up something that I've sold. So just nipping over to Northampton, which I didn't really want to do this weekend. But anyway, let's go. So I was just doing something with my G3 and the bottle exploded and it's absolutely covered me in G3. It's everywhere. I'm literally covered in it. Oh, that's all of my trainers as well. So I think I need to leave now. I've covered myself in G3. I had a bit of an idea for this. This was in the last unit we bought, and I'm wondering whether I can, because Mrs. Warner's not happy about me making a drawer, whether I could put this in the top of a cupboard so it pulls in and out so we can keep all our cutlery in it. Just a little bit neater than what we've got at the moment. Well, that's me done at work. Just going back to Milton Keynes. Got a couple of bits that have turned up here. Just to see what it is. Yeah. So it's me some solar wire. So basically I'm going to redo all our solar panel wiring with this stuff, and because we're putting an extra panel in and I've got a new controller, this would just be a better thing, and comes with a couple of plugs, but I've got loads of those anyway, so that's cool. That means I can get on with a bit of that.
Just had a message from Miramar. She said, what are you doing? I said, I'm still in my PJs. She goes, well, get your clothes on because I challenge you to a foraging reef competition. I said, okay, give me 20 minutes. Mr. Warner, covered in G3.
Alright, so this is the battery. Really heavy.
Really, really heavy. Okay. See you in a bit. I'm going foraging with Miramar. Right, come on, let's go. So Miramar's got a basket. Okay, what's going on?
So we've got some snips,
Okay,
gloves.
okay,
Couldn't have twine, so I got some Christmassy
okay. Stuff.
ribbon. Yeah. So we're going to go off. The challenge is to make a wreath, a Christmas wreath.
Can't.
Forest items.
Base is ready. Let's find some berries and some ivy and
Yeah.
stuff. Here we go. This is shaping up nicely now. Oh, we got a grey squirrel on a brown tree. Look. He's trying to stay really still so that we don't spot him. But what he doesn't realise is he stands out.
Now our batteries live under here. At the moment we've got 4, but it's got the capacity to have 5. So I'm just going to fit the 5th one, which I bought the other day. So basically I've popped the new battery in here, just shifted it down, and I'm just putting these connecting wires on. I am actually going to, in the summer, or when the weather gets a bit better, I'm going to change all those wires, because I've found out that the distribution's not, it's not the best way. What I should have is the same length cable. So I'm like have a buzz bar here, and then this cable should be 30 centimetres, this cable should be 30 centimetres, this cable should be 30 centimetres, this cable should be 30 centimetres. So they should all be 30 centimetres, and you just have to lose the wire, and the same with the pluses this side. Just one more thing before we do anything else, Mrs. Warner.
Yeah. Oh, that's satisfying, isn't it? That's satisfying. Well, you haven't done that. You haven't done that.
Put pictures up now.
Start podcast. I'm sure I can get a tip for that.
You can have that.
Okay. Create and launch new product. Well, it's almost created and it's not launched, so we'll hold off now. Vlogger box is now called something different, but that is underway, but still don't tick it.
Yeah. I haven't done the radio course yet. I'm gonna.
You've been doing that, but it's not worthy of a tick yet.
No, I've got the engine room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use what we got challenge.
Not really.
I made that thing with jam the other day.
So you used the jam.
I used the jar of jam.
I'm not ticking that. And that's yours.
Yeah, I haven't finished it. I've got a confession to make though. I haven't got my notepad to hand with any details of anyone who's asked for a birthday or a shout out. Sorry, I left my notebook in the car.
Anyway, the podcast went well.
It did, didn't it? Oh, I was so nervous. I was so nervous. So, can I tell you what the score is with the podcast? I'm going to be recording them every Friday, so if you want to be on one and share your Narrowboat story, just get in touch. But the podcast is actually going to be launched in January, so I then take the audio from the live interviews that we do and then release them as podcasts.
So someone can go and listen back anytime they want.
Yeah, so just so you know that that's going on. Are you feeling ready to leave?
Generator's got to come. I'm going to probably bring that back one day this week and make a space for it in the back.
That is it from us this week. Just one thing left to say.
Hello, Vina.
Hello, Vina.
Oh, and I want to say a little special hello because I didn't say to Sue Epton.
She was on the live stream, and you went to say hello, and
we'd already gone, I think. But so hello, Sue. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. Thank you very much. Look, hopefully we'll see you out and about at some point.
Yeah, that will be so good. Thank you to everybody who watches, comments.
And Ryan was very excited.
He was so happy.
Through all of your comments last week.
Thank you. He was so happy. You really made his day. So thank you for that. Yeah. Anyway,
that's it.
That's enough from us. We will see you next week.
See you later.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.